There's a couple different ways that gets structured. That's a really good question. So there's another PM out in San Diego that I really respect. He's got a great podcast. I've had some phone conversations with him. He runs Good Life Property Management, and they're in San Diego. So that's a much different market than Kansas City in terms of rent. So they say, we're going to charge you a percentage, 8 or 9%, up to $250 per month with rent, right? So because their rents are so high, that percentage starts to grow so much. You could have a $3,000 per month house, and if you're at 8 to 10%, you're going to be, $240 to $300 a month in management fees on that property. So, they'll cap it at 250 or something like that. Here, single family home market rate generally is going to be between 8 and 10% of gross incomes received. So we chose to do 9%, based upon average rents and overhead, et cetera, and the level of service we provide. We think that's a fair rate. Once you exceed 10 units under one ownership or one location, we'll drop that a percentage point just based upon scale that you have with us.
So even for a 100-unit building, it would be 8% or so? Would it be like 5?
Once you get up to that scale, it's really going to depend on the quality of the asset and what your goals are. We also have some other levers that we can push and pull, including leasing fees, release fees. Do we have somebody on site? Do we not have somebody on site? Once we get somebody on site, it becomes a little bit different of a pricing proposition there. Some of them, you see other estimates that come through. It's like, hey, you're going to pay personnel plus 4% or personnel costs plus 6%. Everything gets charged back to the owner. So there's different ways that you can structure it for whatever's best for the PM as well as whatever's best for the owner.
In your structure, is it typically the 8 to 10, let's just say, hypothetically, plus personnel, or?
No, I generally don't charge the personnel amount. I find that a percentage fee, that incentivizes us to perform better. We've got skin in the game because we're not making money if you're not making money because it's on rents collected. And then we charge a leasing fee on top of that per executed lease. Generally, that pricing model from what I've seen on other propositions I've seen comparing what other PM companies have offered for the same property, ours tends to come in a little bit lower, and I feel like it's a very fair price for what we're getting and what we're giving.
Especially if personnel is included in that. That's
exactly.
Big difference.